Hello, is Joe. Welcome, my friends. How is everybody? Let's see. Warning mods, I'm already in a silly mood. I don't know what's going on this morning. Oh, pencils! Yay! Pencils, I was reading that postcard that you sent me. I think it was for my birthday. It made me really happy. I'm keeping it forever. You're a really wonderful friend. I really appreciate you. 68 months. Ah! That's so many months! Looking back to like when we first started talking, it's just so crazy to see where we're at now. We did good. We're doing pretty good, pencils. I'm proud of us. For Nestar, welcome. Keldon, Pencils, Trip, ASMR, konnichiwa, ohayo. To Danny, wonderful to see you. Chillax. I hope everyone's doing well. Of course, I'm late. I've been late a lot more often lately. Thanks for not berating me about it. I've been, talked about recently, really working on having a healthier mindset on streaming. And so I've been, trying to learn to be a bit more easygoing about it. However, I do, want to respect the schedule more. I am going to make a conscious effort, and I hope it doesn't upset people too much when I do it. But I do understand, that it might frustrate people. Click to see if you're wearing a funny costume. You are not. Back to work I go. Funny costume will be on Thursday. And they're not funny. They're cool, Peter. They're cool. I'm always upset. It's a lifestyle, The upset lifestyle. But how is everybody? Happy Monday. For the weekend, I had a really nice weekend. I spent most of it going to the gym and recording. I made a lot of good progress on the recordings I'm working on for you guys. I've been trying to record more in Ableton because obviously that's what I use on stream. Historically, I've always used Logic. That was like my first DAW. But I am finding that working within Ableton is helping me work a lot faster. For one reason is I use it on here a lot. But being able to use the looping aspect is really helping me with like figuring out the arrangement of a piece. Like if I want to have a solo section, whether it be like the verse or the chorus where I can put it or cut things in half. I am still going to use Logic for lead lines because that's what I'm most comfortable with. Like if I want to do the lead solos or like violin, I feel like that will probably be what I do. But it feels good to just continue to learn about this program that seems to never run out of things to be investigated. But I kind of like that, It's nice knowing that it's endless in a way. I'd mentioned how I was excited to see a show on Friday. And then I was like, oh wait, the show's on Saturday, not Friday. Saturday rolls along and I get ready and I get in the car and something just didn't feel right. And so I checked the ticket and it's next month. I was like, what am I doing? Girl, pull it together. And so I'm like all dolled up, ready for the show, dress, makeup. I'm just sitting in my car. I'm like, well, is there anything else that I'd want to do? And I actually checked and saw that the Red Sox were playing the Yankees. And I was like, oh, whoa. That's like the mega rivalry from where I grew up. I'm a Red Sox fan. Sorry, Yankee fans. Sorry, New Yorkers. Sorry, Pencils. I don't know if are you a Yankees fan, Pencils? So I decided to just walk up to my local pub, and I was the only one that cared about it, which was very funny. I was just by myself at the bar and like hitting the, like, not aggressively, but like putting my hand down on the bar top, being like, yes, whenever something good happened. And we won, and everyone around me was like slowly but surely rooting for the team too, which was really funny. And when we won, the bartender just like gave me a free drink. He was like, go Red Sox. So I was like, yeah. And then yesterday I went out and got dinner with my lovely friend Jillian. A lot of you guys have met Jillian before. She's hands down one of the best people in the whole world. I absolutely adore her. And the Red Sox were playing the Yankees again, and we won again. Really high-scoring games, which sometimes doesn't happen in baseball. What were the scores? They were like crazy. Oh, I haven't thought of Jillian in so long. Like that phrasing. Oh. Jillian's also a redhead now. She kind of inspired me to take the plunge. So let's see what the scores were. They were crazy. So yesterday, Red Sox won 11-7, which in baseball is like crazy high. And then for the Saturday game, that would have been June 7th. It was 10-7. So really exciting games. And it was just fun getting back into it. Like, I won't lie, like, I'm not an active viewer in the sense where I'm really, like, familiar with all the team players at the time. But growing up, like, sports was just a big part of my family. My mom's one of 6, and my dad's one of 2, so I have so many aunts and uncles and cousins, and we'd all get together and watch the Patriots and watch the Red Sox, and it makes me feel like I'm at home when I watch those teams, even though I'm down south now. So it was really nice. It made me happy. I'm a Lightning fan and visited Toronto just before the playoffs. Apparently it was the MLB home opener and all the Canadians didn't care at all, and all the Canadians didn't care at all about the hockey game. I know you Canadians love your hockey. Nashville's made me like hockey because I like the Nashville team here, the Predators. Unfortunate name, but fun games to see. For Fraggles, welcome. Bayan, Schumery, Gillian's great. Compassionate Flames. Better to be 1 month early than 1 month late. Wait, for what? Hockey is so fun to watch live. I should go to more games. Whenever I can get like a cheap ticket to see the Preds, I always go. It's so fun. And apparently Nashville broke like the world record for highest decibels count for like how loud and rowdy people get at Predators games. And it's true, I have to bring earplugs. It's so freaking loud, but it's really fun. Very, very fun. But yeah, it was a fun weekend. I felt like it was very well balanced with like seeing friends, taking care of myself, and getting some work done. So that was nice. No, it's the type of predator that's like a large cat, like with the big old fangs, like the guy from Ice Age. That's like our mascot. Just go deaf. Dude, I wish I wore earplugs earlier because my hearing is so damaged. So damaged. Like I'm much more conscious of it now. I always have earplugs on me. But I unfortunately played a lot of shows with heavy rock bands and drum sets and amps blaring without earplugs, and I have permanently damaged them irreversibly. Hello, Double Blocker, how are you? But I'm much more conscious of it. Oh, for the ticket for Compassion. Got it. I thought you said you looked at your ticket and were 1 month early. Yes, you are absolutely right. Better early than late. I completely blame Andrew. Andrew is a phenomenal drummer, but he is really loud. He might be the loudest drummer I've ever worked with. But he's really good. They're named after the Smilodon, a prehistoric kitty. I like how you said kitty. Found at a construction site in Nashville. I didn't know that. Oh, I love this lore. That's wonderful. Saber-tooth kitty. Never been to a world championship before that. Oh, I gotta go up. Get the context. I don't sports ball usually, but when I do, I go to women's hockey or basketball. I saw Minnesota Lynx win the WNBA title, I think 2019. That's really cool. I mean, I feel like you can't deny the excitement of like the final game in a series. It's really fun. But But yeah, I need to start watching more of women's hockey stuffs. I've watched women's basketball, but yeah, I also haven't really dipped my toes in women's hockey. The Nashville Mustard Kitties. I love it. I want to see a meek and shy drummer. That'd be a sight. I've had some friends show me like the basic drum patterns that you can do, but every time I hit it, I would flinch because I would get scared at how loud it was. So I'm definitely not destined to be a drummer. I just don't like being loud. Being loud is scary. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to update you guys on? I think that's kind of the main stuff that really has been developing. Happy girl. I'm actually meeting up with this girl I met at one of my friends' like parties to celebrate her independent business. And she works as an editor and also in social media, and we really kicked it off. And she was like, hey, I checked out your Twitch channel and I feel like I have like recommendations. Do you want to get coffee and talk about it? And I was like, yeah, sure. Many of you know I tend to resist help. I'm very stubborn in that I really want to do everything myself. It feels so good to like record your own video and edit and put it all together. But I feel like this is a big step for me to just like potentially open the door to receiving help and at the very least getting some advice and potentially just build our friendship, you know? So I was able to be like, there's no lose by just meeting up and hearing her out. So I'm proud of myself for finally kind of lightening my grip on everything I do and start to actually consider, you know, getting help on some things so that I can get more released and showcase more of what I do. So I'm going to meet up with her later today for an afternoon coffee. And otherwise, this week is pretty simple, so we won't have any stream schedule changes as far as I can think of. No, I think everything's chill this week. So the schedule should be as is. On Thursday, I'm going to do a cute, very casual cosplay for Expedition 33. And I did get some new colored contacts. I'm trying a different company. I really want to try them out, but you know, they only last for, I think these ones last for 3 months, but I don't want to open them until like I know I'm going to use them soon, you know? Getting snared by a girl boss, just stay out of the spider's web, stay slippery, caution in business matters. No, I absolutely have a fair amount of skepticism, which is again why I was like, you know, at the bare minimum, like I'll just get some insight and maybe a friend out of it. So I'm definitely not looking to like sign anything. Definitely not. But I think that it would be good for me to at least practice these conversations. You know? But yeah, anyway. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to do. I have a footstool that I use for stream and it helps me sit up straight because I feel like I'm always battling, you know, slumping over. But with the new height, I can't really reach my foot pedals that I use to trigger recordings. So I bought a second footrest to prop under my board. So I just got it this morning. I was just gonna unbox it and set it up real quick. For Drew's, welcome! How are you today? Don't worry, I'm being cautious about address. Alright, let's get this unboxed here so I can finally reach my pedals. I've reached new heights, exactly. Because when I've been looping, especially with like the guitar and banjo, I feel like I'm gonna fall over when I try and reach the pedals. And the whole point of the pedals is to be able to loop faster. So if I'm battling falling over, that's kind of defeating the purpose, right? Light showers today, not too busy. Nashville's getting freaking hot. So hot here. Too hot! I love when packages with a bag say, like, the bag is not a toy. Like, of course, something happened that made that necessary to have written, but it's always like, oh. Oh, you know when you order something and it, like, smells for some reason? Oh, that has a smell. It's like a... Oh. It's like sawdust with cottage cheese. Alright. Let me get the little feeties on this guy, and then we'll play our first song. What a combo. Was I too prepared in defining exactly what it smelled like to me? Let's see. My favorite dish, right? But yeah, for today, I'm excited to just continue to explore the song list. I've been kind of doing a revamp on a lot of the loops and being a lot more explorative, which has been really fun. I feel like I'm finally starting to gain a little confidence in that arena, so who knows, maybe we'll take like one of the video game songs that I've never looped before and try it out, or revisit things. I realize I haven't done the song Kiss Me in so long, which feels crazy as I used to do it all the time, so I kind of have an urge to do that today. The piano part that I made up always kind of scares me, but that just means it would be a good excuse to do it again, huh? Alright, let me just put this under the pedal board and we can play our first songs today. Just a moment. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, that is so much better. I don't need to like... So I can reach it really comfortably here. What I was doing before was this. And that's why I would almost like fall over all the time. Hooray, stable streamer, not falling. That's wonderful. What do I want to start with today? Pencils, by the way, if there's something I can play for you to thank you for the resub, please let me know. Let's see. Also, let me put this box out in the hallway. It's ruining my shot. Whoa. All of a sudden, Nashville looks like crazy storms. Let me check the damn weather app. We've had so many freaking tornado warnings. Okay, no, it's just rainstorms for the next couple hours. That's fine. I only mod for unstable streamers, ideally shaking as much as that emote. When I have coffee with my medicine, that's what I look like, which is why I'm cutting back on coffee, which I already miss so very much, but it's okay. For Mario, what's up? That don't serve In-N-Out Burger. Oh, I said in the Discord, I was so freaking excited. They're actually going to be opening up In-N-Out Burgers in Nashville, in Tennessee, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I know it's kind of controversial, I guess, whether it's actually good or not, but I can't lie, the couple times I've had it, I've loved it in Texas and California. What do I want to start with today? Let's see. I kind of want to do some Genshin Impact, because I added a bunch of songs recently. Let's see. Which one is speaking to me? They're either like super dark or happy. I think I want to do City of Mellifluous Glory, which probably isn't the easiest start, but like, why not just jump in? The times I've tried it were very disappointing. Did you get animal style? Have a good work meeting for pencils. We go in Oregon with the fam from time to time. Not the best burger shop in town, but it's the best for the money for sure. I definitely might have changed my mind. I've never been a big burger girl, but since I've moved to Nashville, there's a lot of good burgers down here. So who knows, maybe after my Nashville burgers, it will change my perspective. Okay. So I'm gonna do, like I said, City of Mellifluous Glory. Let's have a new tab over here for that. Mellifluous. I don't know what that word means. I'm gonna cue the track and then rewind it and get the violin just for volume level's sake. That sounds good. Cool, let's grab that fiddle. Let's do it. That was such a lovely little piece to start stream. I'm happy that I picked that one. That was fun. Butney Poopington! Oh, it's so nice to see you. How are you today? That one made me think of one of the Monster Hunter Village pieces that I want to play next. I think I put... Where did I put Monster Hunter? I put it before this. Yep. We're going to do Burn a Village next. This one I think has a similar vibe. For Alpha, welcome. How are you today? And Hedges and Juno. We got all the friends. So many friends. I've said before that the song kind of makes me think of like the opening scene from Beauty and the Beast. It's really pretty. I hope you like it. Ooh, itchy. Itchy. Let's see. Cathedora! Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. I was really enjoying my lurk, so much so that I'm late. No, I'm late because I stayed up late last night rewatching Squid Game Season 1. And after watching that show again, I like it more. I think that is a legitimate, really good show. I'm excited to see the third season. It's coming out the end of this month, I think. But anyway, how's the rest of your stream? Many of you are already aware of this, but our fantastic and beloved Cathedora also does streaming. And you can catch them most often playing Minecraft, but they sprinkle in some other things here and there. Got the blocks I was digging for. Thank God. Oh my God. So nervous. I did a little unboxing. You can't see it, he's already did it, but I got a footstool for my foot pedals, and now I can reach them and not almost fall over, which is sick, dude. Oh, I should welcome Raiders. Raiders, welcome. What's up? My name's Joe, and I play over video game soundtracks. I write out all the music myself. I listen to the soundtracks and lovingly write out what I hear. And I also make loop arrangements of games and game songs rather, and singing covers, playing the guitar, bass, piano, banjo, mandolin, other things. So if you're interested in any of that, I hope you get cozy. It only seems natural, especially with the celebration of your new team, to do creator. And you can still pick a song, Cathedor, if you want. Because I'm not letting you pick this one, I'm just doing it for you. But it seems like a good thing to do. Right. I'm kind of hyper today, warning. I'm like really tired because I'm cutting back on caffeine, but I'm also very hyper. So, prepare thyselves. Oh, Sunflower's a fellow Farlander. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Of course, yeah. violin's like getting to the point where I feel like I almost have it memorized. And that's when it becomes like really like freeing and fun to play on it. I have done it as a loop before, which I'll totally do again. Just thinking about Lena Raine makes me want to do my Celeste loop. I haven't done that in so long, the Madeline and Theo one. But before I get there, I'm really enjoying playing the violin. Primarily this weekend, I was recording banjo and the mandolin and working on editing all of that recording. So I feel like this is my first like nice little violin sit down. Well, that's not true. I did also learn officially my very first old time fiddle piece. So the violin you see behind me over here is what I use for my fiddle tunes, primarily old time, because old time fiddle actually will use different tunings than a standard violin tuning. And I had a blast doing it. I'm really looking forward to learning more about it. Maybe I'll try it today. I haven't played it since Saturday, so I've probably forgotten a good chunk of it. But it's an exciting new genre for me. It's fun viewing something I've done for so long with like a fresh like eye, if that makes sense. And from my time out in Utah when I did the old time fiddle camping jam trip, I still keep in contact with a handful of the people there, and one of them found an old time fiddle jam here in Nashville. So my goal is to learn 10 tunes and then go to my first jam here in Nashville and see if I can get better at it. Exciting. Again, I get so thrilled that like there's never an ending of things to learn. It's really fun. I'm having a craving to do Lumiere, probably as I spent a lot of time playing Expedition 33 this weekend as well. I have looped this, but I want to play with the track today. It's just so dang pretty. Andrew Bird has a lovely Blue Skies cover that sounds very fiddly. I love Andrew Bird. I should pull out some of his albums. I haven't listened to him for quite a long time. The only thing that pisses me off about him is his whistling is so pure and perfect, and I can't whistle, and I feel like he's mocking me. Makes me sad. My whistles are just those airy, dinky, like... That's like the best I can do. Anyway. I got to see him perform live when I was living in Boston. It was a really, really good show. It was super fun. Except for the whistle mocking, of course. Of course. Let's see. Whistling's not like hereditary, is it? No, that's a stupid question. Delete. Everyone just delete the last 30 seconds. Please, thank you. Okay, let's go. Please Google that for later. That is a good Google. Shame Google. Sure. God, I scare myself all the time, man. I'm so jumpy.
Dim, dam, dadilam, vacarme, s'en va dans l'oubli éternel. Et Gustave, dom guardiam, dilim, dilidilam, nous tessera dodilam, seram. Dim, dim, da, 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 dim, da, 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 dim, da, di, dam. Da 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 dim dim da 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 dim da di dam. Dans là-haut sera ravi, les toits à sur noir gris fera. Clair obscur trouble de rature trouvera effet. Clair obscur bordé aux peintures trouvera sans elle. Clair obscur trouble de rature trouvera effet. boire des haut-pains, tu trouveras sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de gras, tu trouveras effet. Clair, obscur, boire des haut-pains, tu trouveras sans elle.
It's so hard not to play that every single stream like 3 times because I don't want you guys to get sick of it, but I love it so much. The string parts are so pretty. I mean, everything about it's so pretty. I love it. One of my friends just started playing it for... Oh, Liquid, welcome! As well as Heaven Inside. Welcome in. How are you today? Inmu, good to see you. So one of my friends just started Expedition 33, and it's so funny as he keeps texting me now. I'm not like... Well, I guess I am kind of far ahead of him at this point. But yeah, he just keeps messaging me randomly and is like absolutely crushed at every single thing happening. And I'm just like, yeah, buckle up, buckaroo. It's only going to keep happening. Prepare themselves. I have these newer transcriptions here that I kind of forgot about that I would like to play through. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. So for these newer ones, I'm gonna do A Sea Breeze Blows from Octopath Traveler, and then let's do Twin Leaf Town from Pokemon Diamond, because I love that song, but I haven't played it well, in my opinion, and I want to make it more comfy. I want to make it cozy because I really like the song. Let's see this one. Storms are coming. Oh, yeah, you're right. It just started pouring here. Unless you were referring to Octopath Traveler. Or no, Expedition 33. Man, my load time on the tracks are so slow today. sharp. I know you. For Val, thanks for the follow. It's good to see you. How are you today? We're just going through some nice chill video game, kind of like home themes to start off stream. I'm almost ready to do my first loop today, but I didn't get a lot of time to practice violin this past weekend, so I'm just like having fun playing through songs right now. But Val, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to do Twin Leaf Town from Pokemon Diamond because I love this song, but I feel like I've never played it well, and I want to because it's very pretty. I want the remake ones. Aren't they called like Brilliant Pearl or something? Let me see. I think this is it. Another follow. Thank you. Thank you for, oh my god, 2 followers for Brian and Heaven Inside. Oh god, these jump scare tracks. Thank you guys. Acoustic is I'm blowing chunks on this. There's an easy way to do that. Coming down, geez. Yeah, there we go. Harmonic! Oh, duh. I do wish that song was faster. Whenever I play along to the recording, I'm like, this is so slur. So slur. Maybe I could try looping that today. Let me see. Because I did write the chords out when I transcribed it. For Jackie, welcome. Hello. How are you today? So we have a 6 or... Wow, these chords are interesting. No, E flat diminished should be spicy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could try it. You liked my boop bop beep beep boop boop version. Because again, I love this song, but I really don't play it much because I'm not crazy about the original recording. So maybe that means we should just mess around on that today. Yeah, okay, I'm committing. I'm scared to commit because it terrifies me doing stuff unplanned on stream, but I'm trying to do more of that because it's good for me. For Jay over on YouTube, welcome. How are you today? How's everybody doing? Diamond and Pearl have such good soundtracks. I feel like my favorite of the Pokemon soundtracks is Ruby Sapphire, but Diamond and Pearl has bangers too. Why don't I do a couple Ruby Sapphire Pokemon pieces and then we'll try to do... We'll do first a loop of Madeline and Theo from Celeste and then maybe Twin Leaf. How does that sound? You got this Switch too! Battle, that's so exciting! Oh, wait, oh no, are you asking me? I don't have it. I saw a question mark at the end of the sentence. Oh, thank you for the bits. Thank you. What am I doing? I'm doing Pokemon Ruby. I'm like hyper today. Why am I so hyper? Sweet. Well, my friends, we're just about to hit an hour. Usually every hour on stream, I just take a couple minutes to like breathe and make sure I'm feeling collected and good and ready to go. So I'm gonna take a quick break. First, Beyond welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I am happy with how the hair came out. It's kind of hard to see on camera. It's kind of like reddish now. Like a reddy. I won't lie though, I do kind of miss how long and crazy my hair was. It used to be down to like here, maybe. But, I mean, it's still really long. And you bet your butts I'm gonna grow it out more. So I'm definitely still like getting used to it. There's always an adjustment period where I'll get my hair, I only cut my hair usually once a year. So I feel like afterwards I usually have to like get used to it and get my confidence back. Like I can't help but have a part of me be like, I look weird. But it's just different, you know? But anyway, I am, like I said, going to take a really quick break, just a few minutes. And when we get back, we're going to do some Pokemon Ruby Sapphire. And then let's mess around in Loopland and just see what I come up with for a brand new one. and Madeline and Theo have done before, so that one should go fairly quickly. The other one we're just going to take our time with. Route 209. I'll listen to that on the way back, or when we get back. Yes, I mix up all the route ones in my head. Pokemon. And this is for Pearl? Yeah, I'm gonna listen to that when we get back. Maybe I'll do a live transcription. I haven't done one of those in a while. Alright, friends. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you. Hello, I'm back. Oh, button. Hello. Let's see. We're gonna do... Oh, I wanted to listen to that song. Cathedora, I see you over on the YouTubes. Okay, I want to check out Route 209 from Pokemon Diamond. There's another route one that I learned that's so sick. but I feel like I don't play it very much. It's really short and low-key kind of hard. So maybe I'll check out that one too. Okay. Let's see. Pew, pew, pew. Let's see what we got here. The load time, for whatever reason, for my tracks is like super delayed today. So I keep getting jump scared when it decides to play. I hope it's not jump scaring you too bad. Peachy! 30 months! Oh yeah! Da-da-da-da. Let's do a live learn. I haven't done that in so long. 30 months. That's like a few years. Thanks for the amazing streams as always, Joe. Thank you. My request for today is Therion the Thief from Octopath Traveler. Ooh, I have to figure out where I put that. But, well, okay, I should actually do that first. Use your priority request. And then I'm gonna do a live transcription of this song because I really like it. I'd recommend the Smash Bros version of 209. Okay, I'll check it out. Super Smash. Let's see. I'm looking for my transcription of Therion. Dun, 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 dun. Let me see. Ow. Ugh, I bent my nail the wrong way. I hate that sensation. It kind of makes me feel like I need to barf. Do you guys get feelings like that sometimes where like some weird feeling will happen and you feel like you're gonna puke? For me, that happens when I bend my nail the wrong way. And also if I touch wet toilet paper, that sensation makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up. I just hate it so much. It makes me so angry. Now I know you're probably gonna ask, when do you get in a situation where you touch wet toilet paper? You'd be surprised it happens. Like when you precariously put it on the sink and it rolls in the sink. Oh my god. That's like the worst, dude. I know I learned Therion and it was in my I'm gonna listen to it and see if it will jar my memory. For Petrie, would it be okay to have a backup request in case I can't find it? I'm really sorry. There was a while I couldn't get into my transcription program, and I lost some transcriptions. Let's see. Let me get familiarized here. Dun, 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 dun. I do I was gonna say need a bidet. That sounds like a horrible sentence. That's like really gross. I need a bidet. I would like a bidet. Yeah, can we do that, Cathedora? I urgently need a bidet. I'll put that on my to-do list. I have it open over here. My apologies. I'll have that learned, what day is today? I mean, I'll probably have it learned by tomorrow, honestly. Played it over a year ago. I think I did it as a live learn on stream and just never got to get it on the main computer. Thanks, Petrie. I can totally do Battle 2 for you. That is the blue binder. Oh, I had 2 new follows. Thanks for the follows today, you guys. We can welcome in Dirt's Gaming and Ox Requiem. Thank you very much to both of you. I really appreciate it. So this is Octopath Traveler. Decisive battle. But we want battle 2, not decisive battle. Another Fallout, there you go! For Astronometes, thank you so much. I've been streaming now for almost 6 years. And I felt like almost there was like gonna be a cap. Like, okay, I've gotten all the followers I can. Because the music side of Twitch isn't that big, so seeing that it still has room to grow just makes me feel really good. It makes me really happy. Hello, Scotty. How are you today? Happy Monday. Did you have a good weekend? I had a fun weekend. I ended up watching both of the Red Sox-Yankees games, which we won. And it was very exciting. Made me very happy. Okay, track is queued. Now I just gotta grab the violin. Lots of naps, very nice. Most of my time on Twitch is watching music streams. We are a small community, or like percentage of Twitch, but I do think we're a mighty percentage of Twitch. We're a tight-knit community, the music side. But I do really want to try to get more involved in like the other types of channels here on Twitch. Like, it was one of the reasons Cathedora, some people mention it in chat, but I gave one of my team partners can make teams and I wasn't using it. So I gave it to Cathedora to use with their awesome community, the Farlands Minecraft streamers. And of course I wanted to do it to like support them. But I also, again, like I do really want to become more involved in the other parts of Twitch, you know? Like, especially when I go to TwitchCon and stuff like that, I realize that even though like I'm a partner and like I stream full time, I walk around and I'm like, I don't know so much of this stuff. I don't know a lot of Twitch, and I want to, because I like it here. And obviously I like games, so like I'm trying to get more involved in other streamers' chats, but I do have that fear. Some people have voiced, no one I know personally, but like there's kind of like a general sometimes judgment of people who show up in other streamers' chats, especially when you have your partner badge on. Like some people kind of take offense to it, thinking that you're just trying to draw attention to yourself to get people to follow. So I feel nervous to be in other people's streams sometimes where I want to like talk to them and engage and let them know I'm a streamer. So I want to keep the partner thing on so that they know I'm a streamer. But I've been really shy with that. Just people are silly or simply existing. It's true. Like, and I feel like it's pretty evident of your intentions with like how you do communicate in other people's streams. But yeah, I think I overthink a lot of kind of social things. I just never want to step on other people's toes or like, I don't know, seem like I'm looking for something, if that makes any sense. But it's why randomly I'll like raid streams that I watch, because I watch a lot of game streams, especially when I work. If I watch a music stream, I get too distracted because I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. And I'll like try and figure out what they're doing. But with games, I can just like work and chill. This was actually one of the first requests that I transcribed from like a request from chat, like way back in the first couple months that I started streaming. So it always feels really good to play it because I can't help but think about like how much has changed in that time that has passed. Like the high notes at the end, I was so terrified of. I was horrified of those high notes at the end. And now I get to play them without much anxiety. So that's a really good feeling. Okay, friends, what do we think about me doing a live transcription? I've tended to avoid doing live transcriptions on stream because I worry about how like entertaining they are. But I'm on a journey, as I've mentioned before, to not decide what I'm doing based on the likelihood of people watching or not watching. Like, don't get me wrong, it means a lot to me to have things be engaging here. And I want to also deliver what people want to see. I do have airplane mode on, by the way. But yeah. So with live transcription, usually what I do is I just explain the process as I'm going through it. Like I said, I write out all my music based on what I hear. So one of my favorite things is finding video game soundtracks and songs I like, and then being able to write out the music and add it to the song list. It's one of my greatest joys, honestly. I love transcription. I did it long before I started streaming, and then luckily with streaming found a place where I could use that. So I'm trying to decide if I like the Pokemon version or the Super Smash. I like both. I kind of want to do the Pokemon one. Luckily, the track sounds similar enough where if I want to have different music in the background, I could just decide what I want. So we are going to do live transcription. The first two steps, whenever you do that, is figuring out time signature and the key. So let's take a listen. 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We're in 4/4. I don't need to change these numbers. And now the key. It's an A major. Lovely. So let's change the key to A major, and we will get, oh, that's A minor. Silly me. A major. Dope. All right, I'm starting at 12:57. Let's see how quickly I can do this. 1, 2, 3. Cool. I've mentioned this many times before, but when it comes to music, you're going to recognize a lot of patterns. You want a song to be familiar enough where people can hum it back quickly. So you're going to see a lot of scale motion. That's when the notes are all going up one by one, or an arpeggio, which spells out a chord. Here's like an A chord. An arpeggio is just when you play each note one at a time. Like, I would say 99% of music is like just scale patterns and arpeggios. So since we're in the key of A, it's going to be an A arpeggio vibe at the beginning, which totally makes sense. And let's see, the rhythm was dun, 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 dun. I'm conducting so I can see where the beats are. So I use Sibelius. Oh, there was rest in the first measure. The melody doesn't come in right away. So an A arpeggio is just an A and a E and a C sharp. So we have A, E, C sharp. Those are the arpeggios that I was talking about there, or the notes used in it rather. That's a C. That's the other note in the arpeggio. And then, like I said, scale notes are when they're right next to each other like this. And then it lands on A, which is the top of the arpeggio. Dun, 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 dun. dun. When does it restart though? La la. Oh, okay. It just held over and then starts over. Oh no, did I get that weird smudge on my chin? I sometimes rest my head on this and it leaves like a black smudge on my face. I said black smudge, so weird. All right. Again, you see a lot of repetition. If you can't sing it back, then it's not catchy. So it's gonna be the same thing over again. And then it will probably tie over like the last one. I'll just make it a half note for now. Dun, dun. Back down to an E. And then it goes back to the C sharp, again a note in the A arpeggio. And I went down here, which is different, but it's still an A, so it works. There's a chord change that makes it minor to add some change and motion in it. Let's see. Okay, sassy minor, I see you. C natural. So you can see there's already a theme where they take the last note of the measure here and tie it into the downbeat to anticipate it. Music will always have these certain patterns, so even if you don't read music, you can see the similarity in these. Even though the notes change, the rhythm's the same. Da-da. Mm-mm. I'm not going to play anything for that part. I could do the strings in the back, but I feel like people overestimate the power of silence in songs. It's important to leave like breathing space. It's like if someone talks to you a mile a minute and doesn't take a moment to breathe. Jay, what's up? We're doing a live transcription today. Some Pokemons. How are you? So I just need to count how many rests there are before the next melody comes in. This note could be held on for as long as I want, but I'm just going to make it maybe like 2 measures. Cool. So let's see how many rests there are before the next melody. Ski-do-doo-doo. Yeah, exactly, Shumari. 1, 2, 3. Cool. I feel like you'll see most of the time when it comes to like rests between things, they like even numbers. 4 is very common to like leave as a space between the next one or 2. I also noticed that the main melody seemed to like fade out after 1 measure, so I deleted that. So I think it was okay. Dun, 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 dun. So you're gonna see it's the same as the beginning with the first 2 notes. Dun dun. Again, the notes in the A arpeggio, which makes sense. But then we get flashy. Do 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 do. So that would be that. 1. Lots of scale there. Dun 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 dun. Oopsie. D, E, 16th scale going down. Do. Dun 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 dun. Oh, that should be an F. And then a scale going down. Feel free to ask any questions, by the way, if people have them. Or if you're just chilling, that's cool too. Dun, dun. da, 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 da. I'd be shocked if it didn't land on an A after that scale. Dun, dun, dun. Cool. Once again, an arpeggio. And a half step. Dun. That held over. Dun. Dun, dun, dun. Once again, the pattern you're going to see is like they anticipate the next note. So that's what these ties are here that you're seeing all over the place. Oh, wait. Dun, 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 dun. I was wrong. Dun, dun, dun. It's probably going to be a variation of where this melody started. Dun, dun. Yeah, it's the same thing. Dun, dun, dun. Nice. So it's basically exactly what you saw here. Very symmetrical. We had 2 measures and then the end of the phrasing deviates a little bit, but the rhythm's the same. So let's save time and just copy and paste it, shall we? Even though the beginning's different, the first 2, so I'm gonna leave that out actually. Copy. And then we paste it here. So the first part's the same. The last 3 notes sounded like what changed. Is this going to be requestable by next stream? Why, yes. It will be requestable right after I finish this, so it will just be permanent on the song list. Cool. It all just went... one lower. Okay. Da-na, da-na-na-na. So we have a G sharp. Dun dun. Tied. 16th note. Oh. We already have an F sharp, so I don't need to write that. Wait a minute. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. No, I'm not. I gotta not talk to myself like that. We already have a G sharp in the key of A. Dun, dun, dun. That is exactly the same. Oh, and it's right down the middle. We love that musical symmetry. So satisfying. Dun. Once again, just an arpeggio. Dun dun. Or I should correct myself. The notes used in an arpeggio, not like traditionally. E, A. There might be pickup notes at the end, but I don't know yet. Yeah, there was. Those horns come in, so I'm probably gonna go down to match like how low that they are. So once again, E, A, G sharp. Da-na-na. This kind of sounds like the Kirby game soundtrack. A. This thing is just like all notes in an A arpeggio the whole way through. G sharp. Nice little chromatic moment. A. Oh, that's not an A. And then resolves to the C sharp. Oh wait, no, that was different. Part of the melody reminds me of Chiquita by ABBA. I don't know that one. And I listen to a lot of ABBA. They're on my workout playlist. Oh, it just holds that natural. Dun, dun, dun. Did my doorbell just ring? I hate when people knock on my door when I don't anticipate them. It sends fear in my heart. Go get him, Kimchi. Defend me. Back to the sea. Probably hold that over. Y'all, I'm gonna take a sneak peek out my window to see what that was, just in case it's important. Do you relate to me on that with that though? Like if someone knocks on your door and you're not anticipating it, it's like the worst. All right, I'm gonna take a sneaky peek, but not let them see me. I'll be right back. Okay, we're all good. I took a peek and I saw a gentleman on a hoverboard gliding away. I don't know if they do that in your guys' like places where you live, but people who try and sell me insurance or like, I don't know, roofing or bug spray for the house, lately they're all on hoverboards and they just glide up and down the street. And I'm always like, what? That's so weird. Anyway, I moved to Bergen this weekend, so I haven't been able to get to open it. Oh, for your Switch 2! That is very exciting. Was it difficult for you to get? I like signed up for an email list, but I haven't gotten anything back, so I haven't gotten to get mine. 3, 4, 1. Ooh, it gets sassy there. Joe lives in the future. I don't know, I feel like they look kind of silly. It sounds like there's a big change there. So in music, what we like to do is if a new idea is coming, it would look better if it didn't start right in the middle here. It also helps you sight read so you don't get lost. So what I'm going to do is make that line end there like this. And so now the new melody gets to start right at the beginning, so it's easier to read. Okay, moving on. 2, 3, 4. So that's going now to an A minor. A lot of songs, like if they change, dun, 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 they like taking the main key of the piece and just going to a minor because the bass of it's still familiar in our ears. A major to A minor is going to be easier to kind of like go in and out between these. They're close to each other. Dun, 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 dun. So another tie over, you can see by the rhythm right above it. Once again, symmetry. I think one of the best things to do sometimes when you're trying to learn music is first notice where the similarities are in it. It helps you understand it better. That's nice. It was just one beat of that. I do the conducting so I see where the beats hit. Oh, okay. So we got 2, 3, 4, rest. Only one rest. And then it gets... dun, 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 into the faster ones. Some people have a hard time getting used to distinguishing what I'm about to write here. That's a dotted 16 to a dotted eighth note rather than this. These look really similar, and people sometimes have a hard time distinguishing the two when you're transcribing it first. But you can hear very clearly that the first note is much faster than the one that is afterwards, and that's the best way to kind of be able to figure it out. So let's see what happens. 2, 3, 4. Dun dun. So it would be dun dun dun. Oh! It's even cheekier. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. C sharp. That's 16. This is where conducting can really help you. As you can see, dun 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 dun. I had 2 notes before I get to beat 3. Do 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 do. So that's how I know we got the 16th notes there. Dun 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 dun. It's gonna be the same. Even though this looks scarier, you'll see it's the same as the first 3 notes there. Dun dun dun. And then it's just the scale going down with 16ths. Dun 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 dun. Next. It's the same rhythm. Dun dun dun. I feel like you see rhythms like this a lot more in jazzier stuff, which is obviously how this sounds. Just like the measure prior with the rhythms, do you see? Oopsie. I think it was B, A, oh. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I think it's just 8th notes at the end. Cool. Oh! Dun dun do 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 do. I see you. A B A. Dun, 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 dun. So the first part's the same. I'm just going to copy this because there's probably going to be a lot of similarities in the rhythm, even though the notes obviously changed. Again, you'll see with a lot of melodies, it's like almost, not always, but a lot of the time, just 2 measures, which is these 2 blocks here. And then they just duplicate almost the same thing, but change a couple notes. We love, like I said, symmetry. And keeping things like mirrored, almost like parallel in a way. Okay, let's see where it changed. So it doesn't have the first note. There was the silence there. You could hear bum bum, So it went down, and then this was actually 16. I think that's what it was. We're getting close to getting this done. Was it tied? I also realized I made a boo-boo. Doo-doo, and then it goes down. Doo-doo-doo. I think it was a beat. Nope, it was a C sharp. I think. Sorry, I'm focused on the rhythms really for right now. Dun, dun. I'll come back to chat in a moment. Back to a C sharp. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. I think, yeah, it's returning to A. And then 16th at the end. Repeating that same rhythm, D, C, A. Time, I did it. Okay, that took me, if we take out the break, maybe like 17 minutes. Not too bad. I like to keep track of how long these take to see kind of if they're worth doing live. But that's the whole song. We did it. We officially have a new song on the song list. The lovely Route 209 from Pokemon Diamond Pearl. I'm just gonna put this here. Oh, you have your merch cup! Yay! Done. If anyone has any questions, let me know. And let me know if you like this sort of content. I still am wary of doing live transcription on stream because I just don't know how interesting it is for viewers. But I really want to know what you guys think. Transcription time is fantastic for co-working. That is very true. I'm a sucker for co-working. So let's see if I wrote this music right. We're gonna do our first playthrough. Get that and then unmute the violin. that without the track. It's so if anyone's curious, I'm starting here. That's what I'm trying to get better. One. One. Yo, Sophie, thank you. So, one. I got it. Let me try one more time. Thanks, Mona. This could be better. That knocked it up would be really nice. I see. I see what I'm missing. Da-da-da-da-da. So instead of landing right on here, we just need to. It's still 16th. So it's not going to look really pretty, but whatever. Da-da-da-da, B. And we land on an A, which makes sense because we're in a key of A. So the way to write this would be a dotted like that and then tie it. No. Now it's done. Perfect! So what I'll probably do is do the chords off stream to see if we'd want to make somewhat of a loop out of this. Before I move forward though, I should title it so I don't forget what it is. For Tofi, thank you so much for resub for 57 months. I really, really appreciate it. Please let me know if I can play something for you. And Mario for the dono, I really appreciate that as well. Thank you. Okay, so I gotta title this so I don't forget. What is this called? Route Route 209. Lovely. And with music in the top right corner, they will put the composer, the lyricist, the songwriter, anyone that needs the credit. For stream, I just put the name of the game so I know what I'm organizing. So this is Pokemon. Whoa, it already put the accent thingy over the or the E. Diamond Pearl. Cool. And I will print this after stream and put it in the binder officially. Hey! What was that? Done. Save. Ta-da! Hooray! Calm before the storm? Totally. Yay, my binder's square. The binders grow stronger. Sweet. All right. Thus concludes the live learn. And now we have a brand new song for the song list today. What a thrill. Let me get my background music while I grab the proper binder for the next one. Okay. Beep. Boop. I am pulling back up the YouTube chat. I'm sorry if I missed anything. I just needed the iPad to do that transcription, but I'm watching back. For Like You from Iran, welcome. Alright. Final Fantasy Binder Silver. Did I get my new binders? I did. We now have a red one. I'm thrilled. I have so many binders to fill up. I'm so excited to transcribe more music. I hope that as like long as I can keep this Twitch thing growing, that I'm just gonna get a ridiculous library of video game transcriptions, just like everywhere. Every color of Berkeley binder. Unless those jerks stop making them. Now, this song I wrote out where it starts really high, and I don't think I'm doing it in the most like practical way, so I kind of want to fix that before I play it. But I will load the track at least. This is one of my favorite Final Fantasy X pieces. I feel like it's a banger. Even though people didn't like the butterfly game that was associated with it. For this one, by the way, I play along with a rendition done by a fantastic game arranger, pianist, composer by the name of TPR. Just the 3 letters, TPR. So if you like what you hear, check him out. He has so many albums of beautiful, calm piano covers of video game stuff. So let's see. I'm gonna play without the track to figure out a proper finger position and then give it a go. I should just shift there. Damn, that's hard. And Joe is my bard. That is just slightly off camera in the game. I am a bard. Was that a good impression of a bard? I tried very hard. I would love to do this one as a loop one day. Like, I'm imagining like panning and recording all of the boop doo doo boop boop boops like on different instruments and have them on different sides of your headphones. I think that would be really nice. I'm sincerely considering playing through all the main Final Fantasy games in order, and this just makes me want to do it more. Do it! You mentioned that last Pokemon song sounded like Kirby, which I would agree with. I see you only have a couple Kirby songs, though. Yes, admittedly, that was because I had never played a Kirby game before until recently. I actually just finished not that long ago that like what was it called? It's the one on the Switch where it's like almost like a post-apocalyptic world. But I did that one and it was really fun. You know, like it was simple. It was like just kind of an easy, chill, cozy game. Nothing too complicated about it. Let's see. Fallout. Oh, you mean like a Fallout environment? Forgotten Land, thank you. I did really like the soundtrack. The only complaint I had was they did that one theme almost the whole time. Like there wasn't a lot of variation in the soundtrack. There's this one theme that's great, but you hear it almost the entire game, just like with different spins on it. Let me see. Kirby and the Forgotten Land OST. Because I was gonna learn it, and I still am, but I think I heard it too many times while I was playing the game, if that makes sense. Da-na-na-na-na. Maybe? No, that's not what I'm thinking of. Maybe if I load up. Let's see. This one's different. Hey, Loopty, thank you. Thank you so much. Da-na-da. This, you hear this the whole game, like nonstop. And it's cute, but I wish there was just more variety. For Tofi, oh my god, Tofi, 57 months on that reset. That's wild. Thank you so much. Please let me know if I can play something for you to say thank you. And that goes, of course, for Loopty as well for 19 months. Battle of Blizzard Bridge. Let's see. This part sounds like a Western. Oh, it's like smooth jazz. Fun little C minor jaunt. For Eslin, I can see you're also a big fan of video game soundtracks. Like, I love playing games, and I get equally as excited to always check out like a new soundtrack and new stuff to learn. Jaunty little C minor. Just so jaunty. By the way, this isn't Kimchi, it's still a t-shirt. Kimchi's downstairs. Living his best life. I kind of want to do one more Final Fantasy X piece. I'm craving Titus's theme. Is jazz hard? It seems like it would be hard to play. Yeah, like I think all genres of music are hard in their own unique ways. With jazz, I think what's most important is being really in control of your rhythm. There's a lot of stop and goes and short notes and long notes and not usually on the downbeat. So you have to have a lot of like rhythmic control and obviously just like scale theory. I want to get better at my scale theory. I'm getting slightly better on the rhythm side of it. Every once in a while, I just transcribe like a random jazz clarinet solo or something that's a different instrument than the violin, and that's been really helpful because a solo that works well on a trumpet might not work well on a violin, but if you force yourself to do it, then you might play notes that you wouldn't typically do in a scale because it's not meant for your instrument, you know what I mean? So I found that learning other instrument solos has been very, very helpful. It's just fun. I like exploring what genres I can force the violin into. But let's do a nice, calm Titus's theme. I really like this one. It's simple and it's pretty. When the track decides it wants to load, of course. Nope, nope, nope. I want the remake one. I want the remake one. No. It's done. No loop for you. That's okay though. For it being such a simple song, it's actually, I feel like a lot of people might not know that like it's the slow pieces like that on violin that can be so hard because you need to have a really slow, controlled, even bow throughout it. And like when you play faster stuff, you can hide your intonation mistakes, but it's so exposed. There's no place to hide in that song. You're right or you're wrong. Ooh, my nose is tickly. I don't know if my allergies are coming back. Ah! Okay. Sweet. Do we want one more Final Fantasy 10 piece? Why not? I'll do the Eunice theme TPR one. Because I feel like working on my high notes today has been really good for me to do. This is another TPR rendition that I just absolutely adore. It's so pretty. I hope you like it. There it is. I'm so happy. Those high notes at the end are always like really nerve-wracking. But I feel like I played that like the best I have, the ending. Again, it's very revealing if you're incorrect. I feel like I'm having every day with violin feels like kind of different. where some things come to you easier and some are harder. But today feels so good for like vibrato in particular. I feel like my hand is nice and relaxed. I'm really happy. That felt great. Let's see. Holy guacamole. It's already been over 2 hours. 2 hours 14. Damn. That is flying by. Today's been so fun, you guys. We did a live transcription. I haven't looped yet, so I should probably focus on that. I said I wanted to try Madeline and Theo, or I could try and do Twin Leaf from scratch. I don't know if y'all have a preference of what you would prefer to see me do. But either way, at the top of each hour, I'd like to take a few minutes just to check in with myself, make sure I'm feeling confident and relaxed, and drink some water, bathroom, all that wonderful stuff. So I'm going to take just a few minutes, and then when we get back, we're going to get into loop land. Let me know if people have a preference, if you want me to try and do Twin Leaf as a new loop. Whenever I do a new loop, it takes longer. Or I can do a loop I've already learned that will go quicker, which is Madeline and Theo from the game Celeste. So Pokemon or Celeste? Pokemon slow build, Celeste faster build. What are thoughts? But with that, like I said, I'm going to take just a few minutes and I will be back in a jiffy. Is that is that what the phrase is? In a jiffy? It felt weird saying it. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Thanks for letting me have that quick break, y'all. Also, Sky, thanks for the follow. I feel like that name's familiar. Are you in like the Farlands thing? I could be wrong. I was gonna try and do a loop of Madeline and Theo, which is a really sweet theme from Celeste. You are! Yes, my memory. It does not betray me. There's a lot of great tracks, of course, in Celeste, but for whatever reason, this one just like really stuck with me. I thought it was so pretty. It's really simple, really nice. All right, so I need an empty template. I kind of want to listen to it for a second. I haven't done this one in a really long time. Oh, oops, 2 tracks same time. Okay, there's a really long intro. And then it goes 3, what I need. I'm still gaining confidence when it comes to playing main lead lines on the guitar. It's getting better though. So the tempo is like dun, da, doo, 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 doo. The reason I decided to do this one, let me reset the faders so nothing's wicked loud at you. Right. Lovely. One of the reasons I really like playing this one is it's one of the few songs. I'm going to do more of this when I find like situations where it's appropriate. But I really like emulating kind of like the scene and the vibe of it. And this happens around a campfire. So I'm going to get campfire sounds and play it lightly in the background as I build the loop. So I feel like it just adds more of like kind of an immersive side to it. That's nice and it's cozy. So I'll let that load and we're going to start from scratch. So I'm going to get I'll just do a very simple kick drum and start layering guitar, piano, and whatever feels right. Maybe we'll put mandolin on it too. And also I'm a sucker for like any ASMR vibes. Like I listen to stuff like this while I go to sleep at night, rain or campfire. It helps me relax. So having it in the background for the stream is nice. Okay, So you're going to hear the metronome for a second. Don't worry, it won't be on for long. Oh. There we go. Jade's really awesome. Who's Jade? This sounds like kind of dumb, but I don't like this campfire one. It's too like there's like harsh snapping that I don't like. Let's try this one instead. Maybe egg. Egg never hurt nobody. Where should I put egg? I'm trying to get more creative with my egg working, as you can see. Yeah, I like that. I just feel like always doing this is like sometimes awesome, but I like to get kind of creative, I guess, with how I egg it up. For MJ, welcome. I have an announcement. Joe is more awesome than words. Thank goodness for the language of music. That's all. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. Thank you. I definitely worry sometimes that I'm like not making things fresh or interesting enough for y'all, but I try my best. Oh! Ah! My footsteps are now much closer to me. This is awesome. How do I want to set my foot pedals? We'll do them vertically. Yes, I have 2 guitar layers to do. A little more verb. Auto so we can hear the guitar. Let's see. I see. Yeah, just got really loud. 1, 2. Okay, we'll clip that out. There we go. That note at the end's gonna bother me. Let's fix it. You're the best, Philip. Cool. Let's get the melody. Also, let's check on volume for you guys. It's pretty low. Let's do the melody now. Welcome, Dexy. How are you? Sorry, I'm gross. A little off. Try that again. Take two. Let's add some piano. For Jess, welcome. We had a couple new faces pop in. And Beefs, welcome. How are you today? I forgot that I had the mistake take. Here we go. That's better. Let's put piano on this track, which is 7. I'll do a simple line up top and then more accompaniment on the bottom. Pitch to balance this out. Let's get piano. I played a poo-poo note. Pizzicato and then like long bowed notes. So I'll put those over here. 1, 2, 3. I almost just accidentally stopped the stream. I just want to add mandolin doing the melody, and then I think we're done. I want the pizzicato louder. It's a t-shirt. I like it. I think I'm done with this one. That's fun though. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was my loop interpretation of Madeline and Theo from Celeste. It's a C major, but then it goes to A flat major, A flat major. I feel really good about that one. That was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. For anyone who's new, by the way, welcome. My name is Joe, and I play over video game soundtracks, and I make loops like that one where I play a bunch of different instruments and layer them all on top of each other. And I also sing and do singing covers. So if any of that interests you and you're enjoying, I hope you consider following. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm always working on adding new stuff to the song list. We actually did a live transcription today and have a brand new Pokemon song, which I'm really excited about. For the new follow from Easton Man, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Cool. Well, we have hit our 3 hours here. Is there any other priority requests? Looks like I'm caught up. I think I might make that my last one, y'all. I am meeting up with a new friend of mine for coffee. She works in social media and editing, so she was gonna give me some advice and hopefully help me be able to put out more stuff. Like, by far, Twitch is my main platform, but I really want to try and build up the other stuff this year by having more videos and stuff to showcase. Other than here, I'm most active on Instagram and YouTube if we want to check me out there. I'm working on a Banjo-Kazooie arrangement to put out on those soon. I put those in chat if you're interested. But otherwise, thank you so much, everyone. Today has been really relaxing and fun and chill. We just did kind of all the stuff. We did all the things. Yeah, but I ain't going over there, Cowabunga. Something ain't right over there, let me tell you. I'm happy here. So let's see, who should I be reading? I will be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. And on Thursday, we're going to have a pretty casual, but still a cosplay stream. I'm going to do an Expedition 33 cosplay. And since it's kind of like the French vibe, I might try and make the majority of the stream fit that kind of genre, if that makes sense. And I'm really excited because I got new colored contacts to test out for that, and I really hope they look cool. I tried a different company, but Mael has these like really beautiful like lightning green like blue eyes. So the ones I got have more green in them that I think will mix with the blue, hopefully. But we'll see. But yeah, otherwise, I'm gonna call it there for today. So why don't we find a lovely person to read, and I can get ready for my meeting and maybe record a little banjo before I leave. I want to record the banjo line for the Banjo-Kazooie cover I'm doing. And I don't usually get a chance to raid this wonderful person, but they're still live, so we're going to raid friend of the channel. A lot of you guys already know him probably by now, but we're going to raid Will, the best guitarist in the whole world. For Dallas, thank you so much for the follow. I really hope you didn't just pop in because I was just wrapping up for today. I'm sorry if that's the case, but thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be live again tomorrow, and I'll have more music to do. Another follow! Thank you! A duck on quack. I usually don't like puns and play on words, but that was funny. I like that one. Which is a huge compliment for me, is I'm really harsh on plays on words and things like that. But I like that. You got a good head on your shoulders. Alright. Anyway. Bye. Another one! I love cake! I love you! Thanks for the follows! Okay, I gotta go though. Thank you. Bye.